Hey there, my name is Patrick McNeil, and I'm teaching this new course through How Design University called Introduction to User Experience Design. So I think of this as a course in crafting great user experiences through a user-centered design models. And that is, in a nutshell, what this course will cover. It's, of course, 4 weeks long, and it's all going to be video-based. And I just wanted to give you just sort of a high-level view in just a couple minutes about what you can expect from this course, and hopefully sort of compel you to take it, of course, because I'm rather excited about the material, and I think that you will potentially grow a great deal by introducing yourself into the world of UX design. So the entire course is meant to be very practical, hands-on, and sort of easy to latch onto. So here are a few of the things we cover. Fundamentally, what is UX design, right? So it sounds sort of rudimentary. You might have a basic idea what it is, but we'll get in a little bit into sort of what it actually means to try to craft a user experience. Because if you really think about it, how do you craft or design an experience, right? You can design the things that go around to make an experience, and that's sort of the idea that we run with, and that's how UX generally works. We're going to look at specifically how to use the user-centered design model to achieve great user experience. And so that is sort of the mechanism or the means we will use to get at great user experience, right? User-centered design. We will look at various methods and tools and practices that are used throughout the industry, and you will no doubt find there's a huge range of different things that you can do, and my goal with this course is to help you understand all those methods at a high level. We will practice several of them, and better yet, you're going to understand how they all fit together, right? So you might be wondering, you might have heard of something like a card sort, and we're not necessarily going to do a card sort, but you'll at least understand where it fits into the model of things, right? And if you don't know what it is, you're going to learn along the way. So hopefully you get a good, nice overview of how things sort of fit together. I'm going to point you to tons of tools and resources for further learning, because the reality is 4 weeks is not enough to learn everything you need to know. It is just impossible. No one can teach the entire world of UX design in 4 weeks. It doesn't make sense, right? So much of the material is going to be a launching point to help you understand the basics, but I will point you in the right direction to resources and books that you can use to further that learning. And the benefit of that, of course, is you don't have to go figure out what the resources are. It's always nice when people sort of direct you to the best ones. From there, we'll look at how to research users and actually plan projects. Like, how can I go about planning projects in meaningful ways? And how can I embrace my users? I mean, if we want to design great user experiences, we need to be in touch with our users. And that's really what we sort of look at there. I want to introduce you to the basics of wireframing and prototyping and how we can accomplish that. We'll jump right into usability testing, which can be a daunting task for people, and I've got a fantastic, easy way to get started with that is not intimidating at all, and anyone can do it. And as a matter of fact, you can do it within about 5 minutes of learning something about it. You can be out there testing something. So I think it's kind of an exciting point where you can really grow really rapidly. So I'm really excited about that topic. And naturally, we're going to talk about how to design actual interfaces, right? It's sort of the thing designers expect to get when they sort of sign up for anything interactive design oriented. So a lot of what we're going to cover is sort of the build up to that actual design process of actually designing the visuals. And even in that process, we'll talk about a lot of the nuances of interactive design and how to design for great user experiences. So who is this course actually for? I would say this course is geared towards graphic designers attempting to approach user experience design. Now, that said, many people could take this, and you don't necessarily have to fit in that bucket, but as it turns out, the majority of people coming to the UX world come from a graphic design background, as you can see in this little chart from there's a great book called Interactive Design. So it's kind of the breeding ground for the ideas, and they go together really well, right? So that's sort of the basis of who this is for. Along the way, I've produced right at around 6 hours of video-based material, which kind of sounds like a lot to me. Like, I think about sitting down and watching 6 hours, and it sounds dreadful. But it's spread out over 4 weeks, and each piece is I don't think I have anything over right around 20 minutes. That's kind of the longest. So they're really short, they're focused, they're on given topics, and I've sort of cut to the chase in every single one of them so that you can really sort of master that individual thing. Best of all, you of course get to download and keep all these videos so you can watch these at any time in the future, which is perhaps part of the biggest value of this entire process, right? So plenty of sort of learning material. Sort of a nice side effect. Along the way, we're going to discover sort of various job roles there are in the world of user experience design, right? And so we're going to discover sort of the different roles you can play, the different jobs you can play, and it's quite helpful in determining sort of where you want to go with your career, because naturally, as you introduce a new skill set, it might open up some new possibilities. Most of all, I've really worked hard to make sure this course is practical. I'm big on kind of having takeaways that you can like turn around and use immediately in your workday, right? And that's sort of the idea, is that even though all these topics sort of have grandiose sort of implications and can be used in much greater ways, to get started, you just need sort of like a way to jumpstart it and do it real easily. And so that's sort of the focus of this course. So I hope you join me in this course, and I look forward to hopefully working with you.